Hello, everyone. ZXV, Jeremy, Young Hoku, whatever you want to call me. Back here with another video. Today we've got Pro Kami, top ranked player, versus Woe, also top ranked player. Pro Kami on 5 Panzer, and Woe on 16 Panzer. Can take a look here. Woe starting out, if you've ever played against Woe, you know he's going to start with he loves his Leopard 1A1s or 1A5s. So 16 DE, probably a great fit for him. The one weakness to this deck, kind of crappy AA situation. Fifth Pans, here we can see, looks like Pro Kami. I haven't watched a ton of his games. He does stream now. I'll link his stream in the description as well as Woe's stream. Looking like he's going for some sort of a bit of kind of a passive standard opener. Whereas I bet, excuse me, Woe is going to go kind of crazy here somewhere and potentially make a big push. So Woe going up to a sawmill. And looks like Pro Kami gonna try to get some vision here, see what's going on. Yeah, so first take income is about to come in here shortly. Well, immediately sending a 50 cal and a Fusilier command up here, getting the tick, getting a +1 right now. We see some skirmishing going on here. Toe shooting at a Luke's. Luke smokes, presumably to back off here. You can see Will also got his Fusilier in here. So the CV is out by itself right now. Some reservists and a Privet coming up to take a look here. First buys, Woe buying some AA, probably for the best. Fifth Pans does get access to their rocket plane that has the Zoomy rockets. It can be pretty deadly if you can catch infantry out in the open, and even in a building if it's a smaller squad. I see Pro Kami here. Not a single tank. Playing a tank division, not going tank. Speak of the devil, here comes the Zoomy rocket plane. Has 16 rockets. It does shred pretty well here. So let's see where it goes. It does go after the toe. It does miss. Well, playing pretty wide, which is probably against 16 DE is probably what you want to do. Gepard getting a few shots in on the rocket plane here. Both players playing or deploying relatively conservatively here. Probably both know that at high level play, there can be some unexpected behavior going on. But at this point, not a whole lot going on. We can see Woe kind of just sitting with his leopards back here. Mistrals, some more recon and Milans, more reservist being brought up. And the first 2A4 is being brought on the field by Pro Kami. Pro Kami slowly walking into the middle zone here. Woe hitting a +1 tick, so just kind of hanging out here. Milan's getting some shots in on these reservist. I'm not even going to try to say it. You can see they're getting buffed, too. We get the triple buff here. Woe picking this, presumably to bring up maybe some artillery. He does have a smoke mortar coming up, presumably to smoke in maybe a CV or some recon to get across here. And we see a rotation here from Woe. All of the leopards are making a play over. Let's see. What is Pro Kami buying? Pro Kami, picking up some some pioneers with the Carl G, another Milana, and a Jaguar. I'm presuming that Pro Kami probably realizes there's nothing on this side of the field. He is now seeing this and being engaged by this, so I would assume that he is like, oh, okay, well, preemptively, I'm going to send things over to this side of the map because this blob of tanks is eventually going to move over. So here, just some skirmishing. The leopards just taking everything, or giving a ton of fire support right now to these triple vet units that are sitting beside the Fusilier. The little Dutch IFV is also getting a few shots in here. Tanks slowly being pushed up, ever so slowly. We can see here, though, Pro Kami is infantry. It's all kind of dying. It's not living very long here. It's getting just bullied by all the fire support right now. Some Bopaz coming in, some Zikarungs, and a 155 coming in for Pro Kami. And Woe Woe is buying some more leopards. One of my favorite things about watching Woe play is his use of these leopards. Probably one of the, and I've tried to model some of my playstyle after him. He's very economical with all of these leopards and making them as useful as possible in the game, which is something I'm not particularly great at. My leopards just go out and die. We can see some more Fusiliers getting bought here to push this area. Looks like the IFEs are engaging. This Milan is going to be hitting these. However, Woe does smoke them out. We can see here a triple rolling 3 stack for Pro Kami. That's a hell of a stack right there. Maybe something to take away there, you know, buying a bunch of these against a deck that doesn't. I don't think this deck has seed, and then being able to basically bully any air and shut down any airplay that Woe may try to do here, especially now that the 2A4 is up. As you know, in the current meta, any tank that's above probably I would say 170 points is a magnet for any sort of ATGM, or excuse me, for any plane to dive it, as well as ATGMs. You could also see some Martyr Milans coming up. Cluster plane is purchased by Woe here. Woe just leaving some stuff up here. He's not even worried about this, so he's completely unconcerned with what's going on there. Woe smoking out the Milan too. Cluster plane does make its way through, and with its life, or maybe with its life, it loses its life, but it does take out the leopard. It does sneak its way through. You can see Woe here kind of smoking off any ATGM positions right now, making sure that he's able to use these leopards as fire support. One thing you'll see a lot of people do, and that I complain about a lot, is people will smoke where they're going to push. So, for example, if Woe was back here and he wants to push in the air, he's going to smoke this. However, what that does, or someone will smoke back here. However, as soon as it pops out here, or as soon as anything pops up here, your stuff's going to die because it's going to get fire supported by a Milan, and there was a leopard there and things like that. There's something to just keep in mind whenever you are doing a smoke push. Smoke positions where ATGMs you think are going to be at, or smoke where you think their fire support is, and let your IFVs and fire support take the fight. Oh my goodness, here we go. We've got a leopard stack from hell coming in right now. Milan 2 misses. What's going on here? Woe slowing it up a little bit. What's the buys here? Still not a lot of tanks out of here from Pro Kami, just a lot of infantry. Playing this like mechanized infantry right now. You can see Woe buying some more Milan 2s. These Fusiliers are now coming up and making an appearance on the field. Fern Spirit, unfortunately, gonna take out this leopard. Reservists over here fighting. We can see there's quite a big concentration of units of Woe in this area of the map. Not a whole lot going over here. Woe's got a 174 point lead. He could sit here all game and do absolutely nothing if he wanted, with the intention of just kind of sitting back and waiting. We now see the leopards getting in the fight here. They kill these Zickarungs. It's not looking too good. The plane comes in, kills a Luke's. We can see here just a lot of stuff getting built up here. Pro Kami not really buying anything in response. This buys another tank. Another F4 rocket plane does come out here. I'm curious where this rocket plane is going. Is it gonna try to kill this? Yeah, it's gonna try to kill that. The Gepard's not doing enough. Mistral does hit. That plane's gonna be out of commission for a while. We can see a big push here though, started by or a big blob here from Woe. And one thing we can kind of assume here, there's not a supply here. You know, Woe can probably get that. He would have seen it. So what he's gonna probably do here is try to bait all the Milan shots here. So is what it seems like he's doing. And what he's gonna be able to do is he's gonna be able to roll over this position. Or he might just kill it. He's not even gonna bait the shots out. Fuck it, we're gonna ball, we're gonna go for it. More smokes being brought out by Woe. Not a whole lot of action here. Fuchs goes down. And this is not looking terribly great for Prokami on this side. He's got nothing defending this right now. Maybe think about rotating some of this over to stop this push. Unfortunately, I don't think he is going to do that. Panzergren does get a shot off on the IFVs here. That thing is just dead. Trying to get some shots in on target here with the Panzergren getting one ATGM or one rocket off. Not able to kill anything else. French Spare is alive here, with all of its stuff turned off right now, being used solely for reconnaissance purposes. We can see here the IFVs are just doing immense damage here. Waffle does come in for Prokami, does take out some units here, does slow down the push slightly here. Woe presumably doesn't know about this Panzergren right here. But now we can see Woe is kind of abandoned pushing this. He's going to go straight for the town. Great idea. 5th Pan's, your 5th Panzer's infantry probably isn't going to stand toe-to-toe with 16 Dutch. So what we'll be able to do here as Woe is hopefully walk in the zone. Woe probably sees that Prokami kills the Panzergren. Another Leopard 2A force on the field now. A Bhopal also coming in, as well as some infantry probably to shore up this flank here, or attempt to shore up this flank. But it looks like it's just a systematic killing field here for Woe. There's not a whole lot on the field that's going to stop him from doing this. You know, this 2A4 is going to be kind of a pain in the ass for him. But right now, you know, we've got these Leopards. We've got the Leopard command up with the rest of these. What's going to happen here is it's going to triple vet all of these and make this incredibly painful. Unfortunately, one Leopard command does go down. 2A4 does take 2 shots. It will outduel all of these units right here. Woe's response by more reservists, a Gepard, some more Leopards, of course. And here we go. We're going to see a Leopard 2A4 getting gangbanged by a bunch of Leopard 1s as well as an IFV. However, during this time, what Prokami has been able to stall this push out just enough to get some more infantry cooking up here. We can see Woe, I'm going to assume, is most likely going to send all this over here. It probably will reveal the French Bear, but, you know, the French Bear doesn't got much health. It's going to just instantly die. Bhopal comes up, you know, one of the big problems of 16DE. You're not getting a ton of great AA. We can also see here the Pioneers do jump on top of the ESRs, which is going to cause issues. Leopard is not looking so hot right here. Woe does dive this with a plane. Unfortunately, it does lose its life for that. We can see here. Oh no. Oh no. Well, rolling threes, it was nice knowing you. You've been knocked out of the game. So now Prokami runs into a huge issue here where he's completely opened up to air. He doesn't have a piece of AA on the field other than that. Presumably, what's going to happen here is there's going to be a massive purchase, or some AA purchase here. It's going to attempt to kind of fill the hole here. But during that time, what Woe's able to do is he's able to buy more units on the ground while Prokami tries to catch back up. What Prokami can do is he can just buy F4s, though, instead and have, you know, it's going to protect from planes and things like that. As well as, you know, provide some air superiority here. And we can be pretty safe to assume it's not going to kill any, that, you know, Woe's not going to be able to shoot these down with ease. Leopard 2A4 starting to make a small push here. We can see their reservists now starting to make a play. Milan 1 takes a shot here at this 2A4. Whiffs, takes it down the mediocre cohesion. One thing to note here, these 2A4s coming in at no veterancy right now, so they're going to lose veterancy at an incredible rate. Woe immediately identifying, okay, that shot, you know, Prokami is probably going to respond by shooting artillery at it. What do you know? Beautiful micro from the boy. Fuchs zoning off these reservists right now. And more Leopard 1, the Leopard stack coming up. The Alohas are coming up here with the TOW-2 missile. A command vehicle is well coming over here. Woe has taken control of this area over here, which is going to make it a little bit more, or it's going to make it very easy for him to get a command vehicle in. with how much room he's taken up, he could probably just drive this in. Normally, a lot of people will like to play kind of the smoke cheese. They'll smoke this corner, drop the CV in. But it doesn't look like Woe's going to need to worry about that right now. And we can see here a lot of Milans being purchased. Another Roland 2 getting brought up. Woo! Excuse me. Some Fuchs, some races coming up. Roland 2, Roland 3, Zickerung. And we can see here there's a Brokami is in not a terribly great spot right now. He is on the back foot. He's having trouble getting anything up and going right now to try to make any of this push here happen. Leopard 1s show up on the field. They're going to start providing some fire support in here, making this a really difficult push for Pro-Kami. I'm not liking where Pro-Kami is sitting in this game right now. It's not very, not looking too good for him. Looks like the Humvee tow is taking shots. Is it going to go down? It does go down. Woe also shooting at a Panzergren at the same time, and there is a cluster plane coming in now from Woe. 2A3 on the field, so looks like Pro-Kami is able to maybe get some sort of push going potentially here. Ooh. Icky, icky, icky. Just air superiority coming in from Woe. But with that response, what Pro-Kami knows is that, hey, these clusters just came out. Hey, all of his bombers just came out. I'm going to push up with these 2A4s and see what we can find. Does pick up a Leopard 1. Command vehicle is showing up onto this northern zone. And what is Pro-Kami buying? Leopard, Roland still. Woe buying more planes, knowing, be pretty confident there's not a whole lot going on over here. Leopard's going down quickly. Just a reminder, these are 110 points, so it's not the end of the world if Woe loses them. 284 does go down to a plane. This is the, you know, Woe identifying that, hey, I just killed 3 Roland 3s, man. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want now. Rocket planes do come in, do some damage here. Take out a forward advanced recon unit that was watching everything here. Does also take out the Milan. HE bomber does come in for Woe. Woe has gotten the command vehicle in here to the north, sitting on a +2 now. I don't know what more. I mean, Pro-Kami not looking so good. That it's a good trade. The Mirage goes down, does kill a Leopard. That is value. F4 take. Oh, let me zoom out. F4 taking some shots. This F4 as well gonna take some shots here. Ooh. Not looking so hot for Pro-Kami right now. Not a ton of infantry on the field. Woe has a clear advantage. The tempo is very much in Woe's favor right now. You know, Woe is making decisions here, and Pro-Kami has to react. Pro-Kami has not been able to really get much going. 2A4 and a 2A3 coming out here could turn the tide of battle here a little bit for Woe. 2A3 does appear on the field. We're gonna probably engage these 2 Leopards. Again, the tanks here coming in at no vet. You'll notice here it gets hit one time, immediately goes to normal. I don't really know what the game plan is here for Pro-Kami. This Leopard just getting bullied. It's on low cohesion. It's going to go down. Zickerung's coming out to fight the reservists. Waffle back out. Pro-Kami doesn't got a whole lot going on right now for him. You know, these Leopards are causing a lot of issues. The ability to just drive these Leopards around, being able to flank very easily, definitely causing a lot of issues. And with that being said, Pro-Kami does forfeit here. Woe coming in with the W. Big trading difference here. Yeah, that was not good for Pro-Kami. Pro-Kami just, you know, once those Rolands went down, you know, all the tempo was lost in the game for him. You know, he's got to try to, you know, recoup that, get more air up. You know, otherwise Woe's going to just air spam him to death and keep him out of the game. And then even after he got some Rolands up, you know, still losing a lot to the bombers. And then we can see here, lot of kills for Woe. At no point in this game really did Prokami ever really get anything together. You know, killing some cheap units, you know, things like that. Not the best showing for Prokami on this one. Obviously, great player. You know, happens to all of us. Um, where you know you just get stomped and you know it feels like there's nothing you can do. Anyway, that's another video. GG Woe, GG Prokami. It's been a pleasure casting.